The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Arsenal have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression...
He's having a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And here's Mbappe, and he's running through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's well spotted. Plays a sharp little ball here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Bolivia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Yeah.
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's going to have his name taken. Pass somewhat off target. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And a chance! Off the post! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rui Costa. DiMarco makes the interception. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. So we're still where we started right now. Bellingham, and he's on his way! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Bellingham certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And we have our very first corner. Chance! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He shifted it to the flank. Rui Costa in acres of space out wide.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. De Jong. Well, that is one way to stop him. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course...
He's had a shot! Goal! The breakthrough strike! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Jordan Henderson. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Van Bouten gets over and intercepts. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's found a way through. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. Odo. The message is clear. None shall pass. Now, can they get him away? Ball looks a good one. He has found the way. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates. Substitution for Arsenal, number 10, Francesco Totti. Coming on the field is number 24, Puskás.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
It's played through for him, and he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's been caught. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! Arsenal are level. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. Koundé gets it clear. Knocks it into space. And it's been played through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Bolivia really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
And here's Ibrahim, he's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hazard. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, they could break here. No, he's just misjudged that one.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Jordan Henderson. Great vision. Nicely weighted ball. He's on it. Can he get away? Arsenal can breathe again. Just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move.
Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution in progress.
It's their second corner of the game. Header! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Looking for a runner. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Tries to play it through. Aubameyang is onto this. He's away. Goes for a shot! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. He's scored! Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And they're quick to get it back. It's a searching pass. And that's a... And the shot! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always...
Aubameyang! And he's quick to get it clear again.
Bolivia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away. De Jong gets it away. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Engages and forces him off the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. What a throw in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
De Jong, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ibrahimovic is herring after that one. Kimmich. Time added on 4 minutes. And he has been fouled there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Oh, no joy this time. Looking for the run. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aubameyang. Chance, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Vinicius Junior delivers the ball. Otto getting this one clear. And that's that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's on.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise.
Mbappe is on his own, and the shot! It's there! There is the breakthrough! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mbappe. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. That's tidy. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Guardiola. Now Kaká. And he's lost his man here. Nicked it back promptly. Lovely ball. Can he finish? He has done it. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now they're...
And the shot! It's in! And they're back in front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, super find. Kimmich is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Now that looks a decent ball. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Thuram. Van Bouten cuts out the pass. Looking to play him in. Oh, easy pickings there.
Bolivia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now this could be a chance. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. And the through ball. Hazard gets through on his own. It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus.
Oh no, what has happened here? And the finish! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Guardiola. Pele. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's lofted through here. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Great vision. Tries to get it clear. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome. Kaká! Now, who's going to be first to this? Thuram, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Bellingham. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Chelsea have got it back, and they'll have another go. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Thinks about the shot.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Crossed it again. He's got two. Sticks it away. They've done it again. It is incredible.
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
A lovely header, but referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
As it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Second period then underway. He won't be happy with that one. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bolivia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
Chance! They've done it! Into the lead once more. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about.
It's Pele! They've scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, that's a key interception. Dinks one through. No luck with that dink over the top. Kimmich. And it's Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shot, surely! He's got a goal! And they've got their lead back. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he's quick to snatch it back. Good ball over the top. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's being shifted off it. Bellingham. Pele. That's good running with the ball. And he's surging through. And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Mbappe, and he's got the... tries a shot! He's scored! And the comeback is complete! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break, and it's very nicely done.
Chelsea take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now he's got space here. Oh, important interception. And now the breakaway. And he was quick to react.
Bolivia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That is good alertness. And it's Azar. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. Cannavaro wins the duel this time. Well, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every...
Azar! Should have equalised.
That was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Substitution in progress.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Vinicius Junior. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham looking understandably energised after his goal. Ferdinand getting this one clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely shaped ball. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Isco. And that's been slipped through.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they really...
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's one-on-one. Shot at goal. And it's in. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And Aubameyang! Goal! Deep deep into injury time. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And that's that, the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yep, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
That ball looks a good one, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now, he's got space here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Dida gets good distance on it. Kimmich is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found a way through. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Oh, this looks sharp. Gerrard. No goals as yet. Good ball over the top. He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Can he finish? He has done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Azar. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Figo. Well read, nice interception. And he's found a way past. This can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Figo is offering a wry smile there.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nesta is there and he can pick it up. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Baresi. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Might be danger here. Barcelona have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Really well taken goal. Gerrard.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Rijkaard. Kimmich. Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Dembele. Can he get it through? It's played through for him.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Pelé. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Bolivia really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Second period then underway. Gerrard does well to get it back. Bergumi looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Dembele. He's picked his way through. Van Bouten did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, it's Dembele. Now this could be a chance. Tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe looking to penetrate opposition lines. That has been cut short. Nesta, not the most convincing of passes. To Thuram. And it's Iniesta. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now there's a fine ball. He's onside. And he's managed to get rid. Mbappe. Now it's Hazard. That's been slipped through. Just the goalkeeper to beat. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's managed to gift it back. Gerrard. Figo. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. A heavy challenge. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Iniesta. Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6, Iniesta, será sustituido por el dorsal 87.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. And this is Pele. Well, there's the clearance. Great vision. And he's cut it out. Conte. Now it's Aubameyang. He's on it, can he get away? Foden unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
There's the header! Oh, taken with style. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Looking to play him in. He can run onto that. They're urging him to shoot. That's a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
And he skips past his man. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Luis Suarez.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain.
Foden! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Pele has created one goal already. Foden. He's through, now is he in? A lot, real chance! It's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
2 up and very little time left, surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no, that was never going to make it. Now, can they... There's the shot! Goal! Monaco! Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So, a breakthrough already. Nice-looking ball. Oh, that's clever. Shot, surely! It's bounced back off the post. Played into space, chips it through, and he's taking no chances there. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Mbappe. That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there. And it's Bellingham. Figo. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Now it's Kimmich. Now it's Bellingham.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Baresi threads one in. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Hullet. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Bolivia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's been shifted off it. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Mbappe! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Hullet. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this is Ronaldo. Face shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that was very necessary. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. He's away. He's been side down. Is that a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Gabriel gets his final warning. Chance for a shot! It's in! And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done. And it's been given away.
Bolivia really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
It's a searching pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to play it through. Bellingham might just make this. Mohamed Salah, a player who needs no introduction. Tries to pass it through. Great vision. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Real chance! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Isco clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And it's Figo. That's been slipped through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. Ah, such a clever touch. It is a corner, good chance.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Monaco are looking to go forward now. Now he's got space here. And he thumps it clear. Well, that has not gone well. Now that's well seen too. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Bolivia will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Second period then underway. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bellingham! Oh, taken with style! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Mbappe. Kimmich. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard, pass somewhat off target. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. And he can clear it away. Cristiano Ronaldo. That pass has been well intercepted. That's beautifully weighted. It's a pretty loose pass.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Figo. Hullet. No, no way through. Isco. It's Isco! Now, who's going to be first to this? Nicely weighted ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Bellingham. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for the run. Takes a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Corner number 3 coming up. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Monaco have the chance to go the other way. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's a sharp little ball here. He can get that clear, and he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Isco. Steaming on goalwards. Isco! Tries to get it clear. Now it's Bellingham. And the shot! He scores! 2 to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Cambio en Bolivia. Número 9.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Can he get it through? Vinicius Junior. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kante has been caught there, it's a foul. Conte. Kante goes steaming forward, plays in a header! And that would have won it.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Always onto this, and he's searching, and the shot! And yes, it's there! Right back in the game! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Koundé's cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. And this is Hazard.
Bolivia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's the chance to counter. And he was quick to react. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Cleared away. Vinicius Junior, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And the finish! Goal! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter.
So that's it, it is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but... It's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Foden. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now he's got space here. Oh, delightful ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Messi. And he's had a hit! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Messi. Seedorf. That's Vieira. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ibrahimovic! He's scored!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ibrahimovic. Cannavaro. That's an imaginative pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Bolivia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's worked it through. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Bolivia are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Searching pass he's played there. Cannavaro. Foden. And here's Mbappe. And it's Kimmich. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Vieira gets good distance on it. Seedorf. A probing pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Kimmich played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that has been cut short. Now it's Messi. Strong running down that left flank. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. So what can they make of this? Oh, that's clever. Out of play for a goal kick. Nicked it back promptly, and this is Ibrahimovic. And that pass just didn't quite work. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Van der Sar getting this one clear. Aimed beyond the defence. Great, and a chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And now they can clear their lines. And now they can spring out of defence. Ibrahimovic. Ferdinand. And he can clear it away. Bellingham might just make this. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Bellingham. And he's away. And he's there to get it away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Koundé. Kimmich.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
The message is clear. None shall pass. Totti. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, good ball! Caught offside that time. Oh, that's well spotted. Nicely shaped ball. And that could set him on his way. And he was alert to it. And he's managed to get rid. Searching pass he's played there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Mbappe. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Great vision. Tries to pass it through. Maldini gets rid without sophistication and reclaimed it in a trice. No, that's been intercepted. Rodri. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? Taken back almost at once. Can he get it through? Oh, delightful ball. And it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. This looks promising.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Played through into space. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Bellingham clears. Could be danger here. Bellingham on a charge down the left. A probing pass. Mbappe receives it. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things...
Takes a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Mbappe really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Looking for the run. Totti could try cutting inside here. Crossed in again. Header! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out to the left flank. Shot could be on, and the shot! And the keeper threw out a limb. This is their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Koundé. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. It's a searching pass. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Koundé. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Aside... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Lam. Araujo. Pele. And it's Lam. Played towards the other side. Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham. Foden. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Vieira. Pele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Roberto Carlos. He rises! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he cuts out the supply. Now that's well seen too.
Bolivia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he plays one through. Just tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now that looks a decent ball. That's a sharp pass. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Foden. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Almost half an hour in now. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nesta. To Lam. Araujo, very much a man of this moment. Pele. And this is Ibrahimovic. Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Now this could be a chance. Rijkaard. Foden. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's a searching pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Chance here to counter. Vieira. And here's Foden. Now this could be a chance. Pull it. Roberto Carlos, who does have an assist to his name. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nice-looking ball. Oh, super ball. There's no flag. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Foden. It's Kimmich. Nicely shaped ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Bolivia really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Lahm. And here's Hullet. And they can counter here. Out to the right. Now it's Kimmich. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nesta. Ferdinand. Araujo. And it's Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Foden. Great vision. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bolivia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Hullet. Foden. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, good-looking ball. Foden. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. Pele. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. Here's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Hullet. He has found the way through. Hullet! It's bounced back off the post. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Foden. Looking for options for movement. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's had it taken off him. Tries to play it through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pele. Italy do have a chance to counter here. Baresi. Half an hour gone in the second half. Knocks it into space. Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Turns back here, probably the best option. Bellingham. Bellingham is onto this, and he shoots! He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Complete awareness, he understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Cambio en Bolivia. Número 9. Número 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 7.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
And he's intervened well there. Quality ball. Can he get on the end of this? Vinicius Junior. That is lovely from him.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Pings in across. It's not an especially good pass, that. He can get that clear. And it's Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner...
Bellingham! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Tries to get it clear. Bergkamp. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham swings in across. Mbappe might just make this. Always onto this. Well read, nice interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's made its way to him. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pinches it off him. And it's Bergkamp. Can he get on the end of this? They're back in possession and ready to go again. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bellingham. Conte. Neither side yet able to find the net. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Bergkamp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Back into the middle. He's had a shot! He's scored! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, shooting chance! It's fallen loose again! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rijkaard. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Picked out, and the shot! it's in! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Goes for a shot! He's scored! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
There's the header! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again, in double quick time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all...